I'm Mayli McCann, and welcome to #ShareAStory. Today I'll be reading a few pages from 100 Words for Snow by Tatty. In this story, it's about a young girl called Rory who, after her father's sudden death, goes on one last adventure with him, taking his ashes to the North Pole. The wind is properly icy, and the ground under me is crunchy and slippery. My heart's a bit fluttery. The mountains are huge and empty and all around us. Dad, I wish I could hold you, but your arm's too cold. The road is quiet, hardly any cars. It becomes very clear, very quickly, that my boots are not as waterproof as advertised. My socks get soggy with freezing water, and my toes are very cold and they're very numb, and I try hard not to remember how quickly frostbite happens. If I was doing this trip with Dad, he'd have booked a taxi and a hostel and would be halfway to town by now. Then he'd be pointing out all the interesting geological features, like the mountains here are 400 million years old, and they used to be at the equator, and in 400 million years they will probably have shifted to the equator again. And Svalbard is 60% glaciers and 100% permafrost, which means the ground never fully warms up, even in the summer. I can't see the airport behind me anymore. The biggest glacier is nearly 600 metres thick, which means even the fastest man in the world would take over a minute to run from the top to the bottom. Which seems kind of boring in a textbook, but absolutely terrifying here. And I know I shouldn't complain, because on Nansen's trip, it got to 40 degrees below zero, which is definitely worse than this, but it really is really quite cold. And now, there's a car pulling up beside me. It's slowing down. The back door slides open. It's the long-haired lady from the plane. "Need a ride?" she says. And I know usually hitchhiking is just asking to have your arms cut off by a pervert, but I am in that car so fast. "Thank you." "I'm Frida," she says. "Rory, it's a nasty walk into town in wintertime," she says. "Yeah. What brings you to Svalbard?" I panic a bit. I say, "I want to see the bears." She smiles. "You have to be lucky. Bears are wanderers," she says. She's a researcher from the mainland. She works here sometimes, but always comes a bit early so she can paint. "You're a painter?" She shrugs. "I try." She's going camping on the peninsula, getting a boat to the edge of a glacier base and staying there. "That sounds really nice," I say. "It is. And what about you?" I sort of shrug. I don't know. I don't know where I'm staying yet. "You're joining a tour?" she asks. I don't think so. She looks me up and down, probably wondering what kind of idiot I am for not knowing where I'm going. "Would you like to come with me?" she asks. "It's a good place to see the bears." And I know I should say no, but it would be nice to show Dad a bear. And statistically, serial killers are usually men. "Are you sure you don't mind?" Her face lights up with a smile. "Not at all," she says. "I'd be glad for the company." Thank you for joining us for #ShareAStory from Roundabout Dramatherapy. Please give joy this season by giving a donation to help fund a drama therapy session, helping empowering people and helping people find their voice. Your support changes lives. Thank you.